sliding in around the backside of Rumble, and it seems like they are not prepared for this at all. Crazy Guy able to find one, but suddenly things spiral out of control as the 1-2 tap comes in and Munchkin gets a follow-up.
Yeah, who else? Karan there is going to come up huge with a double kill. Had a few rough games here and there this stage, but if he can step up for Gen.G, they are going to be fearsome. The fragging power out of control. The double stack for RRQ going to be attempted. You've got the paranoia on a snake bite. That's it for Util.
Munchkin able to find one, finds two. Skiing around, and Munchkin, he is swooping in closer and closer, and doesn't nearly have the transfer there on for a second, but Monyet able to put him down, and that's now going to be a player advantage here for the side of RRQ. So he looked to deny opponent's conversion. Gen.G, however, forward into the site. Still a late lurk from Foxy9, but no one swinging through B. Still has a potential for a backstab over at Waterfall, but you can see the ping coming down. It seems like they're reading this quite well.
That's pretty standard Gen.G. They want to get through and lurk onto your back when you're trying to get that retake to go.
Sees the hold at bay there for the moment. Monyet pulls off for just a little moment there, and then Foxy9 swoops in, is able to find the kill, brings it now to parity. 3v3. Strafing forward. Karan, good for the transfer in. Now just Crazy Guy left. He's just got no way to clear this out. Will just slowly drift away, try to hold on to the weapon, but that's going to be a big bonus conversion for the side of Gen.G. As fault line, will it connect? It's going to be a little bit too shallow. And it's going to be Util in hand as Karan self. Showstopper now going to be drawn in. Oh, spots him out right there in the smoke. And Texture's able to collect it. No chance of escape here for Xfero. Just coming at him way too quickly. Sheer wall set up is going to alert this flank coming in from behind. As Texture on the swing just manages to plant his feet and find Crazy Guy's head.
Hard to read.
Jemkin looking for the timing, tries to go out for it, but Munchkin just too snappy. Gets the readjustment. Jemkin now dropped once again here. First casualty of the round. Monyet Xfero considering a double face, and Munchkin still doing well to come away with a second kill there. Texture bounding forward, has the haunt reveal, swings in. I don't think Crazy Guy had any idea of his position, but Cushy similarly able to go ahead and catch Foxy9 off guard, but then Texture's still there on the site, swings in from behind. Xfero now has to clutch this out. Vandal recovered, but he is just strafing forward, and Texture not spotting anything. Crazy Guy still kind of reading this late lurk.
Time though.
The pivot into B, he's trying to buy this, but takes his eyes away from main. Foxy9 there to capitalize. The spike now going to be planted. Xfero just going to be banking that snake bite in, but loses his life. Jemkin now is asked to do it all. A 1v4 with Foxy watching the angle, hitting the headshots. Garden now, however, going to be invested here on the side. Karan trying to swoop in off the backside of that one, is unable to do so. And Monyet over at Mound finds Munchkin. Best chance in a round that RQ has found so far. As Karan takes aggressive space, he immediately gets the tap, looks for the transfer for the third, cannot. But what damage is dealt? 2v3 now with Fox, he tucked here at stairs. TP forward, Monyet basically shoulder to shoulder, and Foxy, some damage dealt, but kill not found. Paranoia gonna be dodged out. Ash has to do it all, spots the first, looks for the transfer, but Cushy.
That showstopper to consider.
Oh, and this time it's gonna be Munchkin taken down. Jemkin finding the first shot, does have this dimensional drift in case things get a little bit dicey. Gate crash is set up in Waterfall here for the moment. So Prowler waits it out, eventually clears it. This time Showstopper going to be sent in towards the back. Crazy Guy, however, able to trade it out. Texture dead before the rocket can connect. Player advantage still going to be here for RRQ.
Spike planted.
Karan trying to take a cheeky angle.
Swap of the weapons. It's Foxy trying to play it unexpected timing, perhaps, but Ash gets two crisp shots, and Cushy and Xfero now suddenly eliminated. Tucks back around the corner. The fake out leading the charge. The real thing, however, finding the kill. Double face coming in. Monyet to collect. And we'll go ahead and send one door. Going to be broken. Double face out. Karan going to be taken down. As Cushy finds Texture. It's another great start to a round here from RRQ. Op shot not going to connect this time around. Foxy is able to go ahead and scale forward a bit. This flash not quite connecting. The shorty almost takes him down, but does not confirm the kill. Foxy with a sliver does manage to hold on. And Munchkin similarly getting headshot. Falls down to about half HP, but still does manage to go ahead and stay alive. Stealth drone going to be cleared. Munchkin collects the operator. He's going to go ahead and look to peek in at Waterfall. Holds the angle, cannot readjust. Timing going to be found as the stun goes in. Ash able to dodge this one out. Salvos and everything thrown at him. Oh. Kitchen sink may as well be chucked in. He just wants him to peek the angle. Eventually is able to get him to do so as Ash looks to try to clutch this one out.
Did he
defuse? I don't think he has. It's just being held. Monyet, he's got the one way to try to play off of it. Ash
able to bait the drone out. Just a little bit of pressure, but that shot from Jemkin.
And it's the tap of the door from Gen.G. In response to the stealth drone coming out that gives Jemkin the angle. Foxy unable to clear it previously. Munchkin's shot going wide. 3 players now left standing. Just Karan with an ultimate. Ash dead means that you don't have that Nightfall. As Flash going to be sent, Jemkin does go ahead. Eats the lion's share of it, but he's got the quick exit from the gate crash. Karan now going to be TPing into the back of a site, but Monyet is still holding a lobby. With this Rebel control. Push out, snaps down, Munchkin dead. And now Foxy9 needs to try to work his way over here, but the op has further reinforced the position.
One enemy remaining.
An ace clutch for Karan to get a 9-3 half. Otherwise, RRQ dragging this back as much as they possibly could.
Good luck. This ain't gonna be easy.
Certainly not. Tucked in behind the tree, but no one on the approach from that angle. Every single player from RRQ is here in the site. Peeks, looks for the first one. The off scaling forward, finds the tap on the one. Gets a shot into the shoulder of Jemkin. And in the end, RRQ will be able to go ahead and collect 4 rounds here in the back end of this half.
Look at Xpharaoh.
Watching this lurk. Karan, however, gets the first spot. With the double face, they're able to go ahead and take him down. So kill is found. Texture now playing dodge. The player is just shifting away from RRQ, waiting for some reinforcements to join in here on this A site. Which RRQ know that for the moment is secure. Snakebite to try to clear. Cushy takes a forward space, ends up getting taken down. Jemkin riding the rope. He's able to trade one back there. Snaps up, finds another headshot. A 3rd kill for him, but Texture.
Really stalwart Gen.G team. Yep.
Wall falls. So too does Jemkin, cut in half by the judge. It's Karan looking for the peek. Wow. Shot just snaps in for it. Sheer wall raised, spike on the opposite side of it, and a snake bite there to defend. RRQ is going to have to save the 2 weapons that they still have in hand. You would suspect. Burrow strafing forward, does manage to come away with a kill. Picks one off, but I don't think Gen.G are going to be too bothered by it whatsoever. See if they try to still make a go of this. As Gen.G just sending out a seized nade combination, showstopper in hand here, Protecture swooping forward, getting caught off guard. Crazy Guy finds 2, Jemkin finds another. And suddenly, Gen.G are on the back foot in a major way. 2 players versus 5, weapons upgraded. RRQ looking right as rain. What just happened?
I don't know.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
I mean, Foxy9 just walks into the site, gets taken down. Gonna go see what's going on over towards C. Maybe set up the team for a big hit. Oh my God, never checked behind.
Yep. Goes for the exit, and Foxy9 able to immediately put him down. Similar scenes here for Monyet. Karan just up and over the top. As the bound forward, the double check. And cool guys do not look at explosions. Extra just faces away and immediately knows that he's got Xpharaoh dead to rights.
Nothing left to do but try to save. It's RRQ.
It's a tough spot to be in, and the orb pickup has just kind of given away the position a little bit more.
I mean, you're stuck. Stuck here on Mound. Texture's just holding with an op over towards your spawn.
And if they decide to fight for this space, which I think Gen.G will.
30 seconds left.
Gotta be a bit careful here, Texture, though. Don't want to drop this operator.
It does not have the money for another one, and whiffs the shot. Slides back, whiffs the follow-up shot. Okay, Crazy Guy with a nice headshot. Are they sprinting in for a plan? I think it's just sprint to get in behind Rubble here. Surely.
10 seconds left.
I don't...
Is he gonna try to make a go of this? With Cushy looking for a flank. Well, the time's just not there either way, so can maybe get some plant money, but Karan is just gonna say no.
Sound really good right now.
Yep. Well, Texture this time Able to hit the shot. 3 peak, spots out multiple, and cannot get away with the blast back. At the same time, Jemkin over outside rubble here. Finds the headshot on to Ash. Karan on the hunt, but whiffs the opening shots. And it looks like both players widely going to be going their separate ways. C-Site still targeted here for the side of RRQ for the moment as Munchkin still creeping in behind the box is unread. Absolutely unexpected. And absolutely unpunished. 2 kills found, 2 players remaining for the side of RRQ. Cushy and Monyet refacing back in, a bit of damage suffered here. He looks for more, presses forward, dodges the stun, finds the third, and will be taken down. Seems like 3K is all that anyone's going to get on the side of Gen.G for this map. Double stack here at B main. Monyet asked to clutch this out.
You're gonna be moving over towards B here pretty quick. Are they just gonna stack together is the big question. Yep, here we go. Nope.
And there you go. This will just hound him down 13-5, a dominant showing from Gen.G on their map pick of Lotus.
Munchkin on the timing.
Peeks out up and over the top. Xfero able to go ahead and find himself a second elimination now. Putting that Sheriff to damn good use. Site opened up, 3-player rotation needed here from the side of Gen.G. So they will start pivoting across.
30 seconds left.
3v5 going to be a tough retake.
To say the least. Got a little bit of util here and there, but not much. Just really Ash. Gonna have some available. As the stun, salvos will come online. Jemkin really weak.
Staying planted here in this forward position. O'Brien up and over the top here from Karan, but the question is, does he look down? Because Jemkin is looking up. Push forward, Foxy9 not ready for it. Jemkin still able to come away with 1. Karan turns back, finds him on yet, but cannot get.
G already wising up to this game.
Oh.
Hello?
And he spotted him? Had he tagged him previously?
Not sure.
Is Texture cheating? Do we need to investigate his PC? What is go? We'll have to see that one back in the replay.
I think, like you said, he's just on one.
Either way, Outlaw once again changing hands, finding no value. 0 point confirmed that no one was forward here at B, but Foxy still holding deep line from Snowman. Just keeping eyes trained on this Viper wall. Time bounce out into the corner, but Karan is just able to hold that. Gets the kill before stun can connect. Texture finds himself a third, and Foxy finds. Texture trying to flash himself out onto the angle. Monyet finds the rope, gets across over to Nesson. Immediately plants his feet to find the kill. Up again going to be called in. That just pushes Karan out into the line of sight of 4 players. As Ash will find 1, but immediately he's going to backpedal and look to save. Karan has taken just a ton of damage. As Ash able to find 1, finds himself a second. Being pretty, he actually gets a turn for the third.
What?
How does Xfero not have him dead to rights? He's going to look for a little bit more. Full flash in. Monyet still hits the headshot.
Excuse me?
Another one. And what is this round? The reel's coming off until the very last moments.
Be far forward.
So that's going to be a collide. They're just strafing together. The 2 players dead, 0 point. Goes deep, hits garage. It doesn't necessarily scout the rest of this, but Texture should have heard the footsteps previously.
It's a tough angle, especially with the drone there. Yep.
Should tell them that everybody is now clustered up front of green, getting it now over towards yellow. Clear on some of the util here. And Texture just has the fake out and gets the peek on Monyet, trying to slide in behind the box. Mr. 4K might just be activated now. And there you go, Texture. Question is, does he actually go for the ace? Does he risk it all?
How much do you want to bet Munchkin just like sit there,
Yes.
don't move?
When it comes to these aces.
Ooh, Sully elbow.
Spot on the 1, and ooh, that minor headshot there on a Crazy Guy. Got the dink through the corner. Karan able to find Cushy and started off looking pretty decent here. It's quickly spiraled out of control as Crazy Guy tries to find his way back in, but on the deepest lurk, but he needs his team to be able to hold the line in order for this to bear any fruit whatsoever. Jemkin finding the first. Knows that a couple shots came through. Is looking for Karan. Dropped down. Foxy9 finding 3. Monyet Jemkin dead. Foxy9 on for the ace. As Karan back around the corner, and once again, Xparrow is just far too late. The team cannot hold in pole position, but swoops forward and does get counter-sprayed out by GenG, but Munchkin similarly over by Tube. Does manage to find the jet, so 1 for 1 in that regard. Armageddon at the ready here from Crazy Guy. His dimensional drift is going to be sent. Texture
Go ahead.
trying to spot out where possible. Armageddon just going to be used on a timing here. Fragment onto the corner. Texture on the peak. Monyet on the floor. Kill found. Pop flash is sent. Just looking to try to keep them offset. As the fragment finds Crazy Guy. Texture's re-peak is there, and the defuse has been stuck this entire damn time. Good opportunity to try to stop this streak, and Xparrow hits a very nice transfer. Crazy Guy had been taken down previously. Munchkin able to go ahead and dislocate the lurk. Now Jemkin gone. Suddenly we're into a 2v2, but the time is going to be working against Gen.G. The flash going to be sent. Good timing going to be sought there as Cushy looking for a little bit more. Could well be up and over the top. Munchkin not asleep. Finds one, but is going to get timings. Not reading Jemkin's position. Caught trying to bring out that fragment. It's Jemkin dashing in. Met with a flash.
I think that was Cushy's flash.
Snakebite does get banked in. Crazy Guy eating quite a bit of damage. Keeps himself alive for now, and yes, it was Cushy's flash. Just lobbed it right in where Jemkin was trying to go. Doing a witch though, flash is going to be sent. Jemkin eating another one, but not before Ash gets taken down. Up and over the top of 410. Cushy able to find one. Foxy going to be eliminated. His pick is dropped in, and Texture pushing forward. He's able to find the enemy jet. Still though, a 2v2, and Calron caught outside. Pit now dropped all on Texture. And the time is just not going to be on his side at all. Swings forward, spots one, finds the headshot, finds another. And Xparrow is just not falling for it. Says, yeah, I know that I've won this one. Mr. 4K will strike again.
They're on it. They love the sheriffs. Ooh, so does Jemkin.
I was going to say, Jemkin's right there with him. Good kill to go ahead and pick off Munchkin. Flash's fragment for post plant now going to be taken away from him. One flash still in the hands here for Cushy as Jemkin looking for a little bit more, but Calron at range. Needs a bit of damage, down to 50, but comes away with the shot of the ghost. Crazy Guy nearly spammed out. Eventually does get taken down. Cushy on the crossfire, finds Texture. Now it is Monyet still just making his way over. Two players at full HP. Needs the shots to be crisp, and they know his position now.
Toxins going up.
And Wilt Speed looking like they do not. Oh, jump peek and gets the shot. Munchkin, the one to take the fall. Texture similarly just strafing out into the open. Foxy9 trying to open up this A side a little bit, finds a kill, and it seems like that's more than enough for Gen.G to make the call to pivot.
Oh yeah. You don't want to mess with that operator, but Jemkin's wasting no time trying to get over towards A. Gotta cut off the vision. But Calron, where is that poison cloud placed? It's going past screens here. Untenable. An operator there. Yep, use those salvos to clear.
Great fan, Cushy finding the first Xparrow there, doubling up the angle. Drops the spike now here in front of screens, and Foxy will be taken out. Taken from Gen.G. They pump the brakes, and now they look to hit the go button. Jemkin going to be finished off as the salvos do collide. Cushy, Crazy Guy, going to be picking up one apiece, but so too do Foxy and Calron. Now suddenly it's a player advantage for Gen.G. 4 left in the mag. Foxy can drop down, goes for the reload, and Xparrow quickly drags across to find the headshot. Even Calron now on the floor. Ash dead. It's all on Foxy, goes up and over the top, finds the first alarm bot going to be set up. Cleared out here by Monyet. Slow and methodical. Spotting nothing here for the moment. The tap, and up and over the top goes Monyet. Down he will fall. A wider angle does manage to find the one shot, but Xparrow once again there to trade for his teammates. So in an advantageous position as Jemkin gets the knife into the head and gets the reset as well. Texture Foxy9 to see if they can try to clutch this out in the double face, and it will be Foxy.
They're going to use the pit as well.
Texture in deep, out wide, and Crazy Guy finds a headshot. The pit in there as we have the dueling lockdowns. Cutting across RRQ. to tuck back. One player detained. Xfero going to be caught there behind the box. Munchkin is not spotting him out, and he is getting spammed to all hell. The push forward, strikes now, finds the first, but it's swiftly going to be dealt with, given the previous damage suffered. Foxy9 able to find one to defuse, pulled off. The time ticking, it's just not going to be there for him. Crazy guy frantically trying to sprint away, but he cannot.
We're expecting maybe one on the other side of the fence.
Foxy's checking shallow, but Crazy guy just flushed out, and what are these shots? Munchkin instantaneous with it. No real chance of responses. Xfero does get noted by the 0 point, just the stinger in hand, and that's going to be the call to pivot. Gen.G suspecting that they have drawn all of the attention across the map, and they would be correct.
They even threw a fake TP and a flash just to sell that for sure.
Left.
But this is 2v5 retake for RRQ if they go for it. I mean, the issue is they don't have any money. So maybe just scoop up the guns and try to win 4 in a row to send it to OT. I think that's about your best play, to be honest.
Now picture with a quick little exit, jumps back away, swings out, does Jemkin. Able to put the enemy Yoru down, now a 4v4. 3 players on this side, Jemkin eating a bit of damage. Salvo's going to be flying, and Cushy unable to find the shots, but Foxy and Ash, they shall. A little bit of time by perhaps with the Nano Swarm, but Xfero needs to go absolutely nuclear from this position. Finds the first, finds the second. Munchkin, however, shuts him down. And that bite is not going to stop the plant from coming through. It gets a tiny bit more damage across on the Munchkin. But he's going to look to wrap around, maybe even peek through and across, but looks like he will just stay stagnant here. Back behind Snowman. Yet, how are you meant to get out of this position? The footsteps are heard. Munchkin relaying all of this to Foxy9. The tap. And basically no one peeking. Not giving him the time of day. Effectively ignoring him, ghosting him here on the round until the very last moment. Munchkin will hit the headshot. 13-8 Icebox is theirs. Gen.G